I talk about these type of stories all the time, and these stories don't get nearly the traction it deserves on YouTube for whatever inexplicable reason. I guess they have some kind of bias against me as such, but I always talk about how unfair the system is when it comes to black men and black women, right? But more so black men, right? Now, this is really heartbreaking to see this situation take place, right? An innocent man, Marcellus Williams, was executed at around 6 p.m. local time. And it just, it really gets under my skin. It really does. Now, the state destroyed and corrupted evidence that could have conclusively proved his innocence, and the available DNA and other forensic crime scene evidence does not match him. There was far too much uncertainty in the case to allow Marcellus Williams to be executed, but the governor didn't care, and damn sure the Supreme Court didn't care, especially when you got that Uncle Ruckus, Clarence Thomas running around that bitch. Now, the incident took place on or about August 11th, 1998. He was convicted of first-degree murder, robbery, and burglary on June 15, 2001. Now, up until his death, he has proclaimed his innocence. And till his dying day, he has maintained his innocence. I always talk about how you got innocent black men doing time in football numbers. You have innocent black men dying in prison before they get their comeuppance, that they get their just due. So even if they come back days, weeks, or years later and basically exonerate them, it's still not going to bring them back. All the meanwhile, Carolyn Bryant can set up the murder of a black child in Emmett Till, and she get to live out the rest of her days until her dying day. It really, really gets under my skin. This is not the first time where an innocent black man has paid the price with his life. Just this, oh my lord, I'm man, I'm so upset right now, man. I'm so pissed off right now. I mean, I really, really don't know what to say. You had the victim's family and the prosecutor looking to save this man, and the governor just said, you know what, I don't give a fuck about him. I don't give a shit about him. But these damn Republicans want to sit up here and run their mouth, talk about, oh, we need to preserve life, that every life is precious, except when they're black, then the life ain't so precious anymore. Fucking hypocrite goddamn governor. This country will continue to suffer until you do right by its people. Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy, man. This man paid with his life for a crime he didn't commit. for more than 20 years. He has lived under a death sentence for a crime he didn't commit. He always asserted his innocence, which is supported by physical evidence. He was not the source of the bloody footprints found at the scene, nor the unknown hairs that were left behind. In 2016, DNA testing proved he was not the source of the DNA left on the murder weapon. That DNA belongs to an unknown male, yet no court has ever considered of this evidence together. Mr. Williams, therefore, has sat on death row for decades as punishment for someone else's crime. This man died at the hands of an injustice system. This man did not commit the damn crime. And yet, this man is going to get put down on the ground. He's already being put down on the ground. They already took this man's life from him. He was innocent. How many stories have I done where I've talked about guys like Vincent Simmons, who did almost 50 years in prison for a crime he didn't commit? The countless number of black men that did 20, 30, 40. Hell, one guy did damn near 50 years in prison out in Oklahoma. I did a story last week about a guy who did a year in prison. He was sentenced to life. He got a year. He only did a year before he got let out. No thanks in part to that detective who was shoddy at his job. And do anything happen to the judges? Does anything happen to the prosecutors? Does anything happen to the defense attorney who go out here and blatantly commit misconduct, withholding evidence, providing false testimony, policemen lying on police reports and shit? Nothing happens to them. And then the white supremacists are so goddamn cruel. You got some states now changing the laws to where now an innocent black person can do time in football numbers, and when they get out, they're not gonna get any kind of compensation. All they're gonna get is a my bad, and you gotta go out there in the world and figure it out. That's what they get. Some states now are not even letting guys get paid for their gross misconduct. You got that Uncle Ruckus, Clarence Thomas, that coon ass nigga. Yeah, because Clarence Thomas ain't the only guy. This guy right here, this man right here, Marcellus Williams, Clarence Thomas was not the only black man that Clarence Thomas got executed. A couple years ago, I did a story about this guy by the name of Troy Davis, who got executed. No thanks in part to Clarence Thomas. But he want to sit up here and be the Republicans' little token Negro, be the little puppet. All the meanwhile, he's changing laws around to where if you get put in jail due to shoddy representation, that is your fault. And you're going to stay there. Stupid coon ass nigga. Boy, I swear to God, boy. Clarence Thomas, he is the fucking scum. Now, in case you didn't know, there was a last ditch effort by there was a last ditch push to the Supreme Court so that way Marcellus Williams does not get executed. The 3 Democratic appointees all voted to not get this man executed. The 6 Republican Supreme Court justices all voted no, he must be executed. And yes, that includes Clarence Thomas. Make me sick. Now, you can sit up there and try to commute this man's sentence all you want to, Governor, but the damage is already done. Unfortunately, he's not going to get the flowers that he can smell because he is going to be stiff, rotten in the ground, no thanks apart. These funky ass white supremacists, not only in the governor, but the state Supreme Court out in Missouri and the goddamn U.S. Supreme Court. Fuck all of y'all. What's up, Kid Gravity? Because you had an innocent black man being stiff and rotten right now, no thanks apart to this injustice system out here. Man, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you, man. Until this country does right by the people who built this country, there will always be that black cloud that hangs over them. Because this is bullshit. This is bullshit. So why should I vote? Huh? Why am I vote? I'm not gonna vote for my own demise. That's what I'm saying. And like everybody, well, you gotta vote for either Trump or Kamala Harris. Why? Neither one of them is good for black society. Neither one of them is good. You got Kamala Harris out there putting black folks in jail off a bullshit ass truancy law. So don't expect her to come out and denounce this. If anything, her ass be cackling like a goddamn hyena over this shit. She laughed in the man's face as he was getting ready to get put away. This thing got me fired up, man. I swear to God, man, this shit got me fired up, man. Because the innocent man died in prison over what? But they want to sit up here. These Republicans want to sit up here and tell you that we got to preserve all life. Damn hypocrites. We want to preserve all life. All the meanwhile, innocent black men are getting is dying by lethal injection, and kids is getting slaughtered in schools. But y'all sitting up here talking we got to preserve life. Where's all those people? All the black conservatives at? Huh? That's why I keep talking about when it comes to these black conservatives and the Congressional Black Caucus. Neither one of them is advocating for this man's release. None of them. None of these pork chop preachers that be running around here Bible thumping is pushing for this man to get released. Where's all the Kendall Qualls and the John Armanchukwus and the Larry Elders and the goddamn Jesse Lee Petersons and shit? Where all them motherfuckers at? Where's Tim Scott and Byron Donalds, all these, and Wesley Cunts? They will sit up here and hold Congress, cognac and cigars and whatever stupid ass, bullshit ass goddamn meeting, some town hall to get people to go out there and vote for Trump. All the meanwhile, an innocent black man is died in prison. Where the Congressional Black Caucus at? Old nigga Jim Clyburn want to sit up here and travel around the country and go down to Charleston, South Carolina and hold goddamn annual fish fries and shit. Boy, See, D.L. Hughley want to sit up here and tell corny ass jokes on this podcast. He want to sit up here and slander iconic pop star and Janet Jackson, but he won't dare talk about this. Steve Harvey, with that dirty ass motherfucking mustache on his lip, won't talk about this. Charlatan the fraud won't talk about this. You got Michael Larry Doofus won't talk about this. He would have said me and wrap his arms around a funky ass white supremacist and Nancy Mace, but he won't talk about this. He won't go nowhere near that. But as soon as you call yourself running your mouth about that, I gotta watch what I say. But as soon as you call yourself running your mouth about Kamala Harris, they didn't want to come up here and talk. But we gotta protect this sister. But yet they want to sit up there protecting your brother who getting lethal injected in prison. An innocent man died in prison. You got Tory Lanez, an innocent man, rotted away in jail. No thanks apart to the life of Steak Pussy Ho and Megan Thee Stallion. Boy, let me. Oh, they ain't going nowhere near that, Reef. They ain't going nowhere near that. We got a man hung from a tree, and everybody's like, oh, it must be suicide. Well, how many quote unquote suicides is there out there when black people are getting hung from trees and shit? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So, what is the use of the NAACP? What is the use of the Urban League? What is the use of all these so-called black coalitions out here that ain't doing nothing? But they want to run around here like having this title like they're doing something. But they ain't done shit. You're not going to hear Jonathan Capehart advocating for this, right? Now, he'll advocate to get his ass busted wide open, and he'll sit up there and them sham reparations and talk about, well, we don't need reparations, we need an apology. Get your gay ass out of here, you boy. But they won't advocate for nothing like this, though. You got this innocent man, Roland Martin. Yeah, you gelatinous, gargantuan, Goodyear blimp individual. You want to sit up here and look at naked men walk down a tunnel of love, but you won't go nowhere in this, and you gelatinous, gargantuan giant wearing that big ass fucking onesie in your show. You won't go nowhere in this, and you three chin, no neck, having ass motherfucker, the back of your goddamn neck looking like a hot dog pack. Boy, But you want to sit up here and be goddamn zesty. Fuck you. All you guys have so much smoke for Janet Jackson, but don't got nothing for this. Make it make sense. Where's the Van Jones at? This is the time Van Jones need to be sitting up on CNN, pulling out his goddamn Kleenex and start crying all over the table. This is the time Van Jones need to start crying. Not for those fucky ass white supremacists. Boy, Exactly. Where's Benjamin Crump at, huh? Where's Benjamin Crump at? Where that goddamn ambulance chaser at? Where the fuck is Al Sharpton at? Huh? Where's the little bootleg little underling of Tamika Mallory? She'll sell your ass up the river for a goddamn Cadillac Escalade and aspire at the Grammys, but she ain't no way around this. Make it make sense. That's how you know you got a lot of self-serving professional bullshit artists masquerading around black society like they advocates of shit. But they ain't nothing more than opportunists. They ain't nothing more than suck puppets, sellouts, simps, and skates. You people are supposed to be so-called influencers, and y'all haven't influenced the damn thing. Angela Dry. She was set up here and put on the kid for Kamala Harris, this part-time black woman, full-time con artist. She'll sit up here and defend her ass to the edge of the earth, but she ain't nowhere around this. Simone Sanders, where the fuck you at? With that dirty tennis ball head of yours, where the fuck you at? When is the bullshit gonna stop, man? Straight up, bro. When the bullshit gonna stop? Huh? How many more gotta die? How many more gotta do time in football numbers before people are gonna get their fucking minds right? How many more? You guys let me know what y'all think, man. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and share these videos on your social media platform, man. My heart goes out to the family of Mr. Marcellus Williams. This is a heavy man. This is a heavy heart, man. You know, I really, it really is heartbreaking to see that an innocent man is no longer with us due to some funky ass white supremacists that wanted to see a black man die in prison. You see, all you people out there that has so much smoke for Janet Jackson, where the fuck are you at having smoke for this? An innocent black man is dead, no thanks in part to an injustice system. And yet people got so much smoke just because somebody had the audacity to say that Kamala Harris is not black. Make it make sense! A lot of you people are putting your energy in the wrong fucking place. See, this is the time to be outraged. This is the time where people need to stand up and go after these people who are in positions of power. They every so often want to come out to your town and talk about you got to vote for them because the other side would be bad if you don't vote for them. And yet, all the meanwhile, this is what they're doing to you. But y'all got so much smoke for Janet Jackson. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Hurt.